Okay, so we're entering a heatwave week. How do we teachers actually help our students stay cool during this weather? Now, I'm a secondary teacher, and even my students struggle with the heat during this time. They struggle with knowing how to keep themselves cool. So here are a few tips that I try to encourage just to benefit them and help them actually focus on the learning. Number one, I will remind them to have a drink as often as I can and remind them to fill up their water bottles before breaks and before lunches so that they actually go and do it at the right time. They're not coming to a lesson and asking to go do it. But equally, I'm saying, make sure you're having a drink during this time, especially if you're going to be outside. Another hack that I do that actually benefits them so much is I turn the lights off. Believe it or not, when they come in, especially after lunch, and I did this on Friday, they come in, they're really hot, they've been outside, running around, literally switching the lights off. One, it kind of tricks their brains into, right, this is calm down time, we need to stop moving so much. And then two, actually sort of like not having the lights giving off any extra heat energy. I mean, I'm sure we have energy saving lights, but still, just literally having the room as cool and as dark as possible. I am keeping all windows and all doors open at all times. When they're in the room, I have a cross draft going across the classroom, so I'm trying to keep the classroom as cool as possible. But yeah, lights off to help cool them down. And along with that, actually, when I did the lesson with the lights off on Friday, I also told them that we were doing a really nice, easy settling in activity. They were just using the textbooks to try and find some methods for some required practicals, and I just said, the whole point of this activity is to get you to cool down. You are just finding a method and you're writing in your books. You are not doing anything taxing. You're not trying to think too hard about anything. You're not talking. And I'll explain to them, talking requires energy. Moving your mouth, you're moving all your muscles, you're going to be talking to other people, and it actually causes you to heat up. So I encourage them to sit there quietly, to do a really nice, easy activity in the dark, and actually it really helped them cool down. I gave them all the science behind it, and they then did it because obviously it sounded legit. And then after 15 minutes, I said, right, now hands up, who's feeling cooler? And they all were, they had cooled down a lot. A lot of kids come into your lessons and they're super hot and they're like, oh my God, I'm never going to cool down. Miss, open every window and door, please. And you're like, no, just sit still. You will cool down. And the last thing, I do discourage them from fanning themselves, okay? This is a movement, so it requires energy. And I always go through energy means respiration, which means heat energy released. So you're going to be heating yourself up, maybe not in the location that's getting the air blown at you, but in other locations in your body, you are going to be sweating more. So don't fan yourself, just sit as still as possible. What tips do you have to help the students during this heat wave?